So, what's immediately apparent to me in the past 2 weeks is that we've had the complete opposite feeling of last November, where last year was a parabolic bull run fueled by speculation and fast, dumb money. This year, we're seeing panic and fear fueling an unbelievable drop. And the best part is, we have no way of knowing when things will stop and reverse. Add on to this the persistent narrative that Bakkt, Fidelity, and the Bitcoin ETF are all coming in January, and we have a perfect storm of mismanaged expectations forming. Here's the thing, we're not done with the bear market yet. I guarantee you when the prices start going up, even marginally so, people will be calling for the end of the bear. And I think they'll be disappointed, because, people have been doing that since the first day the market dropped. Instead, here's what I am confident about. The market is seeing a fresh start. It might take months or years for it to play out, but we're getting over the irrational exuberance of 2017. The thing is, the potential hasn't changed, nor has my outlook. Tokens did a lot to attract attention to crypto, but they also did a lot of damage. We're moving beyond the era of the ICO, and I think that, in of itself, opens up a lot of interesting possibilities we couldn't see while we were blinded by avarice in 2017 or depressed by losses in 2018. So let's go over what things are going to look like from now on, and why it's a time of fresh perspectives. Welcome to ReadySetCrypto. This is your brain on blockchain. So, one observation to make is that the amount of money that has moved into stablecoins these past couple weeks is really staggering. We're essentially in flux between capitulation and stabilization, and people who sold for stablecoins are awaiting a new buy-in, and I think they have good reason. After all, was there some earth-shattering revelation that caused this recent drop? No. It was predicated on exaggerated fear and greed. So let's fight a complex emotional market with a simple truth. If you think this is going to zero, then by all means, it's time to get out. But if there's any possibility that that statement isn't true, then what's the deal? Are ICOs dead? Well, sure, they've been dying for some time. What about the Bitcoin Cash showdown causing some uncertainty in the market? Well, that's just a group of people who couldn't get along with the main Bitcoin community, and now they can't get along with each other. Big surprise there. What about Bakkt being delayed? Well, so what? Institutional money isn't lining up at the door. They're patiently waiting for opportunity to come to them, not the other way around. So for me, the answer is easy. I've invested with money I can lose, and I can be patient. I can learn to diversify and grow with the crypto market. I'm not desperate for things to work out tomorrow because I'm content today. Now, people who ask me whether or not to get into investing in crypto are always met with my response that they should have a 5-year horizon at the minimum. Otherwise, they're going to be way too disappointed with every little drop and get way too emotional during every little rally. Honestly, FOMO works in both directions, and it can be especially dangerous if you let your emotions dictate your investment strategy. Remember, in playing this game, your own worst enemy here is yourself. It's not the whales, it's not the shills, and it's certainly not whoever is deciding to sell right now. Look, I'm going to level with you. Blockchain is still too new, too complicated, and too risky for most consumers and enterprises to use, let alone buy into. Necessary software infrastructure is still unbuilt, untested, or simply untrusted. Mass adoption is still years away. Worse still, the vice of regulatory oversight will make things more painful in the coming months and years, where stocks, bonds, and other security instruments have been around for a long time, and through legislation and legal precedent, entitle the owner to specific rights related to company equity, profits, and management. Crypto has none of that. Despite that, the SEC recently released guidelines ensuring that they intend to clamp down further on ICOs. Whether or not you feel archaic security laws are applicable to a completely digital asset class is frankly irrelevant. The fact of the matter is that the SEC intends to prosecute them in this way, and they will absolutely do so. But that is exactly why the USD is held to the standard that it is, and serves as the base currency for much of the world. Quite simply, we don't let shady operations fly in the US, and for that reason, US equity is very desirable. High standards mean a high quality product, which is completely opposite of the Wild West of ICOs, where 90% of them were BS or scams, and frankly, I'm glad we've started to move on. This is why I need to make very clear that if we're to see a recovery, it shouldn't be this parabolic upswing like we saw in 2017. If that's the sort of recovery you're hoping for, you deserve to be duped once again by your own greed. No, we need sustainable, real growth in this space. That's what I hope for us. We need to learn patience, savvy, and tact if we hope to succeed. Instant gratification absolutely must give way to multi-year development and realistic roadmaps. Get-rich-quick schemes must be passed over for projects with a long-term value proposition. Knee-jerk reactions must be tempered with deliberative forethought. Now, more than ever, cryptocurrency investors need to support projects with strong fundamentals, competent, capable leadership, a track record of meeting roadmap milestones, unique technical goals and achievements, a broad potential user base, and a relatable vision for the future. And by support, I mean more than lip service and just loosely throwing your money behind a name. We know how that works out, and it's not productive. We need beta testing and bounty hunting, troubleshooting and onboarding for new community members, meaningful engagement in social media, learning about a project's tech and tokenomics. We need real project ambassadors, not paid shills. And we need to be active in promoting real, sustainable growth for this space, such as contacting our legislative representatives to endorse cryptocurrency regulations that foster innovation. Organize and attend crypto meetups in your area. Only go to crypto conferences that are focused on a topic, like a hackathon, or centric to a single coin. Be participatory in the communities of projects you support. Try to foster real, meaningful discussions and not focus on price and that sort of garbage. Engage with the project devs through AMAs and interviews. Don't get tribalistic about one coin being better than the other. This space is too small for us to get political about such nonsense. Until these projects are well and truly built, I don't care which one is theoretically better because it doesn't change anything today. Frankly, I support whatever project is willing to push the envelope and continue blockchain's development. And so, as I mentioned, I want to talk about what things are going to look like from now on. And frankly, I have no idea, and neither does anyone else. Seriously, what does it matter what the price of Bitcoin is doing today? Did you buy or sell? If not, then it doesn't. Like I said, if you're in this space now, you've either got to support it or ignore it during downtimes like this, because otherwise you're going to drive yourself crazy. So what things are going to look like from now on is really up to you. It's up to us. I think ending this year, we're at a crossroads. We can either lament what crypto was in 2017, or we can look forward to what it will become in 2019, and 2020, and 2021, and so on. And I think that is a whole lot more interesting than getting upset over the price of a speculative asset. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate your support. I've based this channel on the ethics and morals that I demand of others in this space. We don't take money for shilling coins. We provide free education for the community. And going forward, I hope to produce even more high quality informational content because I care about the future of this space and I care about you as my viewer. So again, thank you for watching. If you like what we're doing here, please consider subscribing. And definitely head over to our website to check out our free newsletter, our free course, and our free ebook. So this has been ReadySetCrypto. I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.